morning, folks, and I felt I had to address the hypocrisy of the mainstream British media. Can you imagine if someone tweeted that their favourite drink was the tears of black people, and Nigel Farage had both liked the comment and said, "my favourite drink"? Can you imagine the furore that would follow that? So I was a little bit shocked that the Labour candidate, should I be shocked? Labour seem to support racists as long as it's anti-white in all sorts of scenarios. I mean, Abbott and Lammy have been at it for years, and look at them. Well, Lammy, for instance, looks like he's going to be on the Labour front bench. Those of you who watch this channel know I've got no love for Farage, and neither for reform, even though I'd rather have in preference to the Tories and Labour. I've got no love for them. I'd only vote for reform if there were no other viable smaller parties or independents who care about their local community. If there were none of them, reform would get my vote ahead of the Tories, Labour, Liberal Democrats, and where I live, SNP. I've got no love for them, but I do hate hypocrisy. And I was just thinking Farage would be getting absolutely hammered, but this guy, Javon Owusu-Nepaul, has come out with that comment, which I find disgusting. As you know, people that watch these, I'm proud to say my friends are of all colours, all races, and yeah, all religions. And you know what we don't need? We don't need racists. White on black, and yes, I know there's a lot out there, and black on white, and it appears that there's quite a few of those out there as well, and there's one in Clacton who's standing for election. I find it crazy that the mainstream media haven't reported this, but I hope the people of Clacton take it into consideration when they're voting. If there's no independent candidates there, I'd like to see Farage get in rather than someone who's openly anti-white, when 93% of his constituents are white as well. I hate racism in any form, and it's another example of Keir Starmer and Labour supporting it. I mean, look, in Scotland, they got rid of Hamza Hussein for his anti-white speech and his general attitude towards white Scottish people. And now they're asking you to vote for Labour, led by apparently racist Anna Sarwar. I mean, you listen to this.
Every chief executive of every council and every government department, white. Every director of a department in Scotland, white. Every principal of a college or university in Scotland, white. Every head teacher in Scotland, white. Every chair of a public sector body in Scotland, white. Every High Court judge in Scotland, white. Every present governor in Scotland, white. Every editor of a news organisation in Scotland, white. Why?
No different to Hamas Youssef at all. And this is Labour. Keir Starmer must see and hear these things and just doesn't care. As long as it's anti-white racism, that's fine. And you're going to vote for Keir Starmer? Leader of probably the most racist party in Britain. We can look at these genuinely far right parties and say, yeah, they are racist. Genuinely far right. There's not many of them. Most of them are just right of centre. But you've got a genuine far left party led by a toolmaker's son. And I know this, it's just intuition.
My dad was a toolmaker.
My dad was a toolmaker.
He was skilled as a toolmaker, highly skilled.
And your dad, I think it's right to say, was a toolmaker?
He was a toolmaker, yeah.
Dad was a toolmaker.
My dad was a toolmaker.
My dad, he was a toolmaker.
My dad was a toolmaker.
My dad was a toolmaker.
Dad was a toolmaker. Mum was a nurse.
When I grew up, my dad was a toolmaker. He worked in a factory. It's true. My mum was a nurse, and actually we couldn't make ends meet.
Sir Keir Starmer. Don't let racists of any sort win. I hate racists in any way, shape or form, of any colour, saying anything abusive to anyone else because of skin colour, because of sexuality, because of creed. But it seems Keir Starmer hasn't got my principles, and that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Think about this before you put a cross next to the Labour Party. Think about it. I had to say it. Please subscribe to the channel, and please throw the video a like if you like it. Let me know your thoughts too. That's why I do these. I just think it's totally hypocritical, and let me know if you do too. Thanks for watching.